Hey everybody, it's me. Long time no see. It's been like, I don't know, like a month since October. Today I'm going to be filming a video that goes into color correcting and concealing. Just a few tips and tricks that I have to help everyone with correcting dark pigmentation, under eye circles, and redness. So the first step that I would recommend would be to figure out exactly what you're trying to correct and conceal. Different for everyone depending on your skin type and your skin tone. For me, I have flare-ups of cystic acne around my chin here that come every once in a while. Redness over here. Typically for women, we have redness that flares up around the nostrils. The typical areas would be the under eyes and any zits or pimples that tend to pop up around that time of the month. That would be the first step, is to diagnose your skin with what you need for your skin and what color do you need to correct. Secondly, I would try to diagnose what kind of skin type you do have. If it's dry, combination, or oily, depending on which one you are, you would want to find the corresponding consistency of corrector and concealer. Personally, I am a combination. Now that winter's coming, I tend to have little dry patches around my eyes, my eye areas, my cheeks, sometimes around my mouth. Usually during the summer, I tend to get a little oilier in my T-zone. My biggest recommendation for taking care of your skin is exfoliation and the correct amount of moisture and moisturizer that you're going to be using on your face. Doesn't make any sense to put makeup on top of dry, dead skin, because you're just going to enhance the flakiness of your skin and the dryness of your skin. So a lot of people think that because I have oily skin, I cannot put moisturizer on it. That is incorrect. You do want to moisturize your skin because your skin is only oily because it is overproducing the amount of oil. Basically telling you that it needs more oil when you are oily. I usually on a daily go for a moisturizer that has SPF. I mostly use the Cetaphil SPF 15 daily moisturizer. It's fragrance-free, dermatologically tested, and non-comedogenic, which means that it will not clog your pores, which we don't want on a daily. And it has UVA and UVB protection. Recently, I just purchased at the Body Shop the Seaweed Mattifying Moisturizer Lotion, which has SPF 15 also. It also has UVA and UVB protection. So this is what I am using at the moment. After you've moisturized your skin with whichever moisturizer that you choose to use, you want to give your skin a little bit of time to soak up the moisture. Now, in doing so, it's going to set in your skin. You're not going to be placing foundation directly onto a slick surface. It's actually going to have time to seep into your pores, and in doing so, creating a better canvas for your makeup or your primers to adhere to. Okay, so going over the colors, I have a concealer palette here that I got from Marshall's or Ross. I think it was Ross. Basically, you can find these kinds of concealer palettes or smaller ones by NYX and e.l.f. So this one has an array of colors. Green, which cancels out redness. Peachy, kind of salmony color, which cancels out darkness. Yellow that cancels out purples, or you can use it even for bruises. And this purple that cancels out unwanted, like yellow undertones in your skin to help brighten. And here it has just a couple of shades of concealer. So basically, for the colors, to not get confused and kind of review what we were just talking about, green is going to conceal red because it is on the opposite side of the color wheel. So this is the color wheel, and as you can tell when you look at purple, The opposite of purple is yellow. So basically you're going to be correcting with the opposite of the color. So if you wanted to correct a purple bruise, you would go with a yellow concealer. If you wanted to correct a blue or darkish blue under eye, you would go with some of the salmony and the orange colors. And if you wanted to correct a red, you would go with green. So it's just the opposite of the color wheel, which is fine to kind of go back and forth to make sure that you are using the correct color to correct your under eyes or whatever hyperpigmentation that you have that you are trying to correct. Hyperpigmentation here on my chin, so I am going to go with this right here, this salmony color. I'm just going to warm it up with my finger. Dab it right on the places that I am trying to conceal.
So already you can see that the color here on my chin is changing. Now I also have darkness, kind of this grayish, looks like kind of like a beard, it's not a beard, but I do have darkness around my mouth, so I'm going to go ahead and use that same shade around my mouth. And you don't have to worry about looking crazy, because you're going to, after correct, you're going to either conceal or you are going to apply foundation. And I do have some veins over here, but I'm not sure where they came from, but makeup will take care of that. And I do recommend using your finger for this because it does heat up the product a little more. It helps to, you know, sink it into your skin.
So that is the darkness around my chin area and my mouth area. And again, I do have some dark under eye circles from lack of sleep. So I'm going to continue with the same shade of the salmon color underneath my eyes.
Again, patting. And you want to be very delicate around your eye area, obviously, because if you look at a skeleton, you can tell that you don't have much bone here, so. And in correcting, when you go ahead and apply your concealer or whatever foundation, highlight, you are going to see much of a difference. You're going to look more awake, and it's just going to look much better.
See, I'm just blending it out. And from both sides, you can tell that I look more awake. And everything seems much more lifted. I'm going to get closer so you can kind of see a little more of what I'm doing.
I'm going to go ahead and get a little itty bitty, let's see if you can see, a little itty bitty concealer brush and pick up the green shade, because I do have some pimples everywhere, not everywhere, but every now and again around my nose, the redness. I'm going to go ahead and correct that. I may look crazy right now, but trust me, I won't look crazy. And you can use a beauty blender if you need to blend it out, or beauty sponge, whatever you got.
Okay, so now that I have a little green mustache, I am pretty much done with correcting, and you can go in with your concealer and foundation now. You don't need to set this. You don't have to do anything after that. You just go ahead and apply your foundation like you would normally. So I'm going to be using my Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. Make sure you shake it. Shake, shake, shake. Because it is more of a watery consistency. And I'm going to use it on the back of my hand. My beauty blender is now damp. I just dampened it. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation now. Now, as for concealers, there are a lot of options. I am saving up so I can purchase the Urban Decay Weightless Concealer. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my LA Girl Pro Concealer, medium beige. It comes in this little tubey thing. And I'm just going to conceal my under eyes. Okay, so I have finished putting my concealer and my foundation on, and as you can see, I no longer look sleepy. My eyes look nice and rested and corrected. So does my chin. See? So it is all a matter of trying to find out what you need to correct and having the correct colors to correct. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video, and hopefully you learned something new. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.